On the evening of May 20th, Chance went live to clear some things up. He addressed a supposed woman who was spreading misinformation that she was in a relationship with him. Chance seemed extremely confused about this occurrence, stating multiple times that it made no sense to him.
What up, y'all? So first off, for all y'all that did drop in and check out the songs that I performed last stream, to everybody that did see me perform my songs last few streams, well, this last stream I want to say thank you. Y'all are awesome. But we need to clear the air on something. Well, actually, on a couple things. Number one, who is this supposed girlfriend that I got? Because last time I checked, I'm not with anybody. Last time I fucking checked, I have a girlfriend. I'm single as fuck right now. Because I'll take a time for myself. So I don't know who the hell is going around saying that you're my girlfriend. I would really like to know who you are. Like, if me and you were together, how come I've never talked to you? How come I don't know who you are? How come we've never fucking spoke on Facebook or Discord or any of that? Like, what's up? Like, how can I be with anybody if I've never met anyone? Like, seriously. If we're supposedly together, wouldn't it make sense for me to know who you are? Wouldn't it make sense for me to actually know you? Or at least FaceTime with you and talk to you on Discord or Facebook or some shit? Or on Instagram or something? Like, what? Like, how can I be with anybody if I'm not seeing anyone at this current time? Like, that doesn't make no sense to me. That really doesn't make any kind of sense to me at all. Like, y'all sitting there saying that I've got a girlfriend and this, that, and the other, man, stop it. It's a fucking lie. I'm not dating anyone. I'm not seeing anyone. So, there's that cleared up. I am single. Am I looking right now? No, but if the right one comes along, then yeah.
Chance began another live stream shortly after this, starting by turning the lights off and stating that it would help his viewers see him better. He then spoke about harassment that he was supposedly receiving in relation to his online merch shop due to his predatory actions. He attempted to explain why he had not gone to jail for said actions, stating that the police let him off with a warning because he had to be at the family home to, quote, take care of Sally and Ed. He explained that the officers were able to tell just by looking at him that he wasn't a criminal. He again reiterated that his family's lives had supposedly been threatened and put in danger following his exposure as a predator.
So, we need to have a little chit-chat. Come on, right up here so y'all can actually see me better. But we definitely need to have a talk, guys. You see, just a few minutes ago, I was trying to update my t-shirt shop and upload some new designs for some people that wanted to buy some merch. Well, it's pretty clear that I can't do that without being harassed by phone call. So, I'm going to just speak on this. Because it seems a lot of people want to understand what happened, why it happened, and they got all these questions. And I don't hate you guys. I understand that a lot of you are rightfully upset with me. And I understand that a lot of you are rightfully upset. But there's something that happened during that time period with Kate that I don't think a lot of people actually understand. And that's not necessarily your fault. See, a lot of people say that, I should have gone to jail for what happened and this, that, and the other. But I didn't. And a lot of people don't understand why. I'll tell you why. Because one, when I spoke with the officers that came here initially, and they spoke on the subject, you want to know what they told me? They told me to not do it again. And yes, they could have arrested me. But because of the fact that I helped to take care of my family, because of the fact that My mom and stepdad need my help, like literally need my help doing the simple things, like getting out of bed, putting on their shoes, the simple things that me and you take for granted. And the very simple things that me and you take for granted every day, I have to help them with. Every day. So when I spoke to the officers, you know what they said? You know what I got from what they said? And what my family got from it? Is that when looking at me, they didn't see a criminalistic bad guy. They didn't see someone with a history. They didn't see an evil guy. They didn't see somebody who's evil, who helps take care of his family, who got caught up in a very, very bad situation that never should have happened. They saw somebody that made a stupid mistake that he never should have made. And they gave me a warning. They gave me a warning. They flat out told me that if I do it again, they're not going to look past it. They're not going to think twice about hauling me off to jail the next time I do it. So I got very lucky. Okay, I got very lucky. I got off with a warning from the police. But not only did I get that, a lot of people don't understand this, but a lot worse happened in the days to follow. Within the following days and ultimately the following weeks, hey, Rec, go ahead and get rid of Nut. Go ahead and get rid of that person that's spamming. Thank you. Damn, you beat me to it, Rec. But in the weeks to follow, you guys know what happened? Within the following days and even the following weeks, my family's lives got threatened. Within the following days and weeks, my family's lives were threatened and put in danger. My life was put in danger. We had people coming up to the house ready to kill me, so bad to the point to where at one point we had to call the police for our own safety and our own protection.
Chance then performed a live freestyle rap for his viewers.
Good John Productions.
Everything when I wake up, all I see is four walls surrounding me. Every single demon that I ever wanna battle deep inside of me. It's like they don't ever wanna let me see the sight. They always don't want me to be me. Always wanting me to break down inside. Everybody comes to me, judging me, attacking me. Nobody really taking the time to motherfucking understanding where the fuck I'm coming from or what I'm fucking going through.
In the early hours of the 21st, Chance began a stream during which he discussed an upcoming video game called 6 Days in Fallujah. Chance used his supposed knowledge of the military to address the controversy that he had heard was surrounding the game due to the nature of the actions taken by the military during the real-life battle the game was based off of. Chance used his expertise to break down the claims made by those who were against the game, claiming that he himself was excited to play it.
Good evening. How are you today? Now, I just caught on to this a little bit ago, but apparently there is a brand new game out called 6 Days in Fallujah, which tells the story about the very real battle of the second war in Fallujah. Now, if you don't know what that's about, it's... The Second War in Fallujah, happened during the Iraq War in 2004. Now, as many of you are also very much aware, I am military, family myself. My dad was a 2nd Airborne Division, United States Army Staff Sergeant. So yes, I do have a very rich military background, with family and friends being current and former military. Now, I've noticed a lot of controversy about this game. A lot of people saying that, it doesn't need to be released, it's not good, it's too controversial, and there's this whole thing where I guess the US military used white phosphorus in some of their attacks. And here's the thing. This is what y'all that are saying that it needs to be canceled don't understand. Okay? When it comes to war, there are going to be casualties. There are going to be casualties in war. That's just a sad fact. That's just a sad, real fact that you have to deal with. There are going to be casualties in war. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is when that Battle of Fallujah was going on, the insurgents that went in actually would use civilians as human shields. They would use these civilians as human shields to protect themselves. So a lot of the times when the U.S. military used white phosphorus, it was not directed at civilians at all. And a lot of people don't seem to understand that. The white phosphorus was not directly used on civilians. It was used against the insurgents that had taken over that city. And it just happened to be that the civilians that were there got harmed by it. Some of them got out and were fine. Some of them, unfortunately did not. But at the end of the day, war is war. There are going to be casualties in every war. No matter what war it is, if you're a civilian and you're caught in the middle of that war, chances are that you could very well end up dead. Now, I have seen the gameplay trailer for it. I have, seen reactions to, the trailer, and quite honestly, I like it. It looks like a very fun game, not just, as me being a gamer myself, not only does it look fun, but I honestly feel like it gives people an opportunity to experience what it was like for U.S. Marines to be in that war. It shows people, hey, this is what we went through. This is one of the most brutal wars in history that the U.S. Marines have gone through. The Second Battle of Fallujah was one of, if not the most bloodiest and most brutal urban combat situation in U.S. military history.
Chance then began a stream in which he sung over a beat while blue lights swirled around his darkened bedroom. Even though he was using his microphone, his voice was nearly inaudible. The following day, Chance released a new track entitled Letter to the Lost.
If you could have seen the devastation, shut it all inside you. Leave behind what you still have left this world that day.
Early that same day, before the sun was up, Chance went live to make a plea to the gaming company that he had supposedly been fired from following his exposure as a predator. He begged them for a second chance, again stating how sorry he was not for his predatory actions, but for falling for Kate's trap. He said that he had done a lot of growing and thinking in the past month. He also said that when police showed up to his house in reference to the incident, they had stayed and spoken with him for 3 hours. He then began rambling about how he was always treated badly due to his appearance, ignoring the fact that his appearance had nothing to do with what had happened. He stated that he had been taking part in online therapy sessions. He then, for some reason, compared himself to Steve Jobs, Donald Trump, Nikola Tesla, and Henry Ford, due to the fact that they had made mistakes in their lives as well.
Hello everyone. This isn't going to be a very long video. But I do want to reach out to the company that I used to work with, that my good friend Enoch does still work with. First off, let me say that I'm sorry about what I did and what had happened. There was no excuse for it. And I shouldn't have been so stupid to fall for what I fell for. But I can honestly say over the last few weeks, through a lot. And I have done a lot of growing and a lot of thinking. And I've learned a lot. The police, about a week after everything had happened, the police came down here to speak with me. And they could have arrested me, and they had every right to, and every reason to. But instead of arresting me, they gave me a very fair warning to not do it again, or I would be arrested next time. It was like literally like a 3-hour conversation with them. And about 2 days after that, I was ready to kill me because of what had happened and what went down. And that really put the fear in me. That really put it into perspective for me to show that I don't need to be doing this crap. And I understand that if you guys do give me a chance, I do understand that, you guys might feel a certain way about me for a while, and that's very understandable. That's very understandable. But you guys can even ask Enoch for yourself. Ever since Enoch has known me, people have hated on me just because I look different, because I look weird to them. People have always hated on me just because. And a lot of the times, I don't understand it myself. A lot of the times, I don't understand why they hate me myself. Sometimes I question why they hate me. But I have actually gone to counseling. I know a lot of you guys that are in the chat right now are probably trolling. but there are some of you in there that are legit. And for those of you that don't know, I have been doing online therapy sessions once every few days. And I've been doing really well. I'm doing a lot better than what I was. And to the rest of Enoch's team, I just want you to know that if you guys do give me a chance, I'm willing to knuckle down. I'm willing to do what I need to do to make shit work. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to knuckle down and do what I need to do. Shout out to Violet, what's good? But I also have been talking to my brother Sean recently as well. Quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit I've been talking to him. Almost on a daily basis. And he's taught me a lot. And he's even shown me a lot. That, you take the biggest names in the world. Take the biggest names in the world. Like Steve Jobs, Donald Trump, Tesla, Henry Ford. Some of the biggest names in the world have made mistakes in their life.
Chance went live following this with the lights off to take part in a recording session, opting instead to rant at an online group of trolls who had been making it known that he was a predator. He then, yet again, attempted to clear his name, stating that their argument against him was invalid. He then addressed someone in the chat who had called him fang-faced due to his unusual teeth, claiming that he was proud to look that way. He attempted to continue his rant, but was again distracted by trolls in the chat, claiming that he would be blocking all of them.
But before I start this recording sesh, I want to make something very clear to the group. I want to make something very clear here to the group on YouTube known as the E-Niggas. Y'all are stupid for believing I'm a fucking pedophile. See, what devalidates your argument and makes your argument invalid is this. A real pedophile goes after kids actively. I don't actively chase after kids. I fell for a fucking troll. Okay? It was a fucking troll. The person was of age. So, therefore, your argument is invalid. Pointless. Give it up. You fucking E-nigga guys are nothing more than trashy fucking trolls. You're shit trolls. So get over it. Hey, I'm proud to be fang-faced, bitch. I'd rather be fang-faced than a pussy any day. Like I said, I done proved that I'm not a fucking pedophile. So yeah, if y'all are gonna take that pedophile shit and run with it, take it somewhere else. Don't bring that shit over here. Take it somewhere else, man. For real. Take that fucking idiotic fucking troll shit somewhere else, bro. I'll just start blocking all y'all. I don't care.
A few hours later, Chance went live in a confused state to ask why the trolls were keeping him from his goals. He seemed for some reason to think that he was being harassed simply for being different rather than for his wrongdoings, claiming that he was receiving rejection emails from record labels constantly due to his bad reputation. He asserted that he was not famous Nintendo character Mario or other famous Nintendo character Link, and could therefore not be controlled by others. He claimed that he was working hard every day on his music, and was doing so because Ed had to have multiple surgeries and would therefore not be bringing money into the household, leaving it up to Chance to provide for the family.
We need to talk about something, man. This is something that's literally been bugging me all day long for the past week and a half since I started jumping back into my music. Hey, Blind Mama, what up? But this is something that I genuinely want to know and that I'm very confused on. Very confused on. Hey, Rick, what up? And what I'm confused on is this. And this isn't, me taking a jab at anyone. This isn't me being a dick. This is me genuinely wondering why the trolls, you trolls that want to troll me, want to keep me from my goals. Like, it seems like every time I take a step in the right direction with my music, you guys want to drag me backwards. You want to drag me back. So my question to you guys is this. How is me being different a bad thing? Because something that a lot of people don't really realize is that in order to make it in the music industry, you have to stand out. You have to be different. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere. But yet, because of the bad reputation that the trolls have given me, I now have to face rejection email after rejection email every day from different record labels who genuinely enjoy my music, but because of the reputation that I've gained because of these trolls, knowing that they're doing this shit to spite me, to fuck my life up, I now have to face rejection email after rejection email all day, every day. Like, where is it fair that you trolls get to decide my fate? Where is it fair that you trolls get to choose what I do with my life? Like, last time I checked, I'm a fucking human being. I'm not some fucking... I'm not a fucking video game character. I'm not I'm not no fucking Super Mario or Link from The Legend of Zelda. I'm not some video game character that you can be like, oh, let's make his life go in this direction. Let's make him do this. Let's make him do that. Let's make him this, make him that, blah, blah, blah. No. That's not how life works, people. I've busted my ass to find my sound. I've busted my ass for 10 plus years getting to where I want to be. And now that I've actually found my sound and my style, I'm busting my ass every day to get to where I want to be. And I wanted to keep this under wraps, but I feel like you guys deserve to know the fucking truth. I feel like you guys that do this for me deserve to know the truth. You want to know why I'm jumping back into my music so hardcore? Why I'm jumping back in and fighting for my fucking deal? Fighting to get a record deal every day? You want to know why? It's not just because I deserve this shot. That's not just it. Okay, my stepdad is going into major surgery very soon, which he'll be out of work. And it's not just one surgery. Within over the course of the next 4 months, he's going to be having 10 major surgeries back to fucking back. month after month, surgery after fucking surgery, day in and day out of the hospital, week in and week out, over the course of the next 4 months. And we're not going to have a fucking income.
Soon after this, Chance joined online acquaintance Becca's stream. The panel was joined by 2 others who began making jokes about separate incidents, the first being a video that had been released of Chance masturbating with pepperoni, and the second being the videos of himself inserting his drawing stylus into both his anus and his penis. I will obviously not be showing these clips. For some reason, Chance took the jokes lightheartedly at first, laughing along and explaining that he did not know why he had done the things in the videos. Chance was asked about Rick Crude, who he claimed was now leaving him alone. Chance then bragged about porn bombing Marty during a live stream, and soon after began to show slight annoyance at the fact that the other members of the panel were still making jokes about him. He also claimed that he hadn't been streaming much in the past month, despite the fact that he had streamed multiple times every single day for the past month. Eventually, following more jokes at his own expense, Chance exited the panel.
There he is. Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Not much.
Hey!
Iraqs.
What up, salami boy? What's going on?
Hey, Deej, what's up, man?
What's up? How's the pepperoni business?
How's the pepperoni business? Why don't you ask Will that? He might know.
I don't know, bro. I mean, how's the stylist business, too? I hear you got sponsored by
Here, come on. Come on, dude. Chill with that, dude.
I gotta ask, what the hell possessed you to do that, bro? Seriously.
Honestly, bro, I can't even answer that because I don't even fucking know. But
Was
I
it a
do know
stylus with the red light, like the little red laser dot?
I was gonna say.
Let's put it this way, dude. After all the crazy shit went down, let's just say that my life got very much put in fucking danger.
Did you push the pedal too hard?
No, let's put it this way, dude. After everything that went down with that whole fucking Maxwell shit, let's put it this way, dude. The fucking cops actually had to show up and escort that one dude that Bex had warned me that was showing up here. They literally had to escort him away from here because he was ready to fucking kill me.
What happened with Maxwell?
I don't know about that.
It's a long fucking story. That
We got a long night.
Yeah, we got all night. It's long Sharpie. We got all night.
What the fuck, dude?
Bro, I'm never gonna live this down. I'm just saying right now.
Dude, do you ever? Dude,
I got jokes. I got memes. I got.
Why does that not surprise me coming from you, dude?
Hey, I got bored. This is what I do. Hold on a minute, bro. Bro, are you racing for the wig? I'm just saying right now. I had to.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, right. It's your color. You can work the drag. There you go. That's job right there.
Oh, jeez. What the fuck, dude?
Bro, you got high heels and a wig? You go for it.
Fucking hell, man.
I mean,
but
just work on the runway. Why not?
But yo, Bex, how the fuck have you been?
I've been doing good. That guy Rick Crew been leaving you alone?
Yeah, dude. Ironically, ever since I did come out and I talked to my brother Sean and I apologize for what happened, there's been a few trolls here and there, but for the most part, people are like, oh shit, like he actually is trying to fucking do better. Like, and there have been a lot of people that have been on my set, people I don't even know. They've been like, yo, like y'all need to leave this dude the fuck alone. Yeah, what he did was fucked up, but he is trying to make shit right. Y'all need to back off.
Becky, you want to see something really funny?
Oh god!
You might love this.
Oh god,
okay.
dude!
This is like the oldest troll I did at him. I just gotta say it. I got him to give a shout out to you. Hold on, I gotta play it.
Oh god, dude! What the fuck, bro? Dude, you're crazy, man. But yo, dude, what's been going on? But yo, dude, Oh
What?
God, I remember that shit. I
got him shot his cock. That was too easy. Yeah.
That was even I got it, but that was funny.
Will you show us your cock?
Although,
Oh, God,
dude, you want to know what's funny, dude? You can ask Bex about this, dude. I got one
What?
over on Marty real good recently.
No.
Yes, I actually wound up going onto his panel,
I love Marty.
pretending to be Tyler and Wyatt. I straight out porn bombed his ass.
Oh shit.
Oh my God! Did you whip your dick out again?
I porn bombed his ass.
Okay, bro. I heard about it, bro.
Is it a nice dick?
Bro,
What the fuck, man?
bro. Wash the sausage so it doesn't look like an infected hot dog.
Oh, believe it or not, dude, it's actually
Free clinic,
doing a lot
bro. Free
better
clinic. Penicillin. Well, bro, if you stop shoving.
No,
Stop
believe it or
shoving
not.
Stylus?
No. All right, really, dude, come on, man.
Well, bro, if you stop sticking things in your dick, you wouldn't be so interested.
What the fuck?
No pepperoni, bro. Stay away from that pepperoni. Thanks to you, I can't eat pepperoni anymore.
Wait, what? Oh God, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I saw the
never
video.
mind.
Yeah,
No. Dude, you want to know what's funny? Is the chick that did that?
You want a sausage?
Do you
No.
like pepperoni?
All right, seriously, dude, come on, man. How did I know this was gonna be a fucking troll fest?
So, bro, what's up with the Snickers, bro?
Wait, what?
Did you get sponsored by Snickers too?
No, but apparently you have.
No, I've been sponsored by something else. But yeah.
Yeah, by what? Hungry Howie's? Pizza Hut?
No, bro, I think you've been sponsored by
Domino's?
Highlander. Yeah, and I get the extra sausage just for you.
No, that'd be Big Will that needs it, not me. Ironically, dude, ever since the shit that went down with Masshole happened, like, dude, I haven't really been streaming that much. I've been doing other shit, been getting back to where I
About
used
fucking
to.
time.
Like, dude, dude, guess what I found out? I don't know where at in Ohio, but I did find out that Heather actually did move up here to Ohio, and she's dating this dude named CJ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you also find out you can fit two pens up your ass?
All right, dude, come on, man.
I'm serious, bro. I mean, go for the OnlyFans. That's talent right there, bro. Seriously.
Have you ever tried to twist it up like an animal balloon?
All right, seriously, dude, what the fuck?
That's a good idea. Bro, can you make
What
balloon animals
the
with that
heck?
thing?
Not even, bro. Dude, do you know how much that, dude, even if I could, do you know how much fucking pain that would be? Oh my God. No.
Well, I don't know. You
thank
tell me since you did it.
you. Not even.
Everyone's seen the video.
You should stick
no.
a Sharpie up there and try to draw a picture.
That's
Oh my
I would love
God.
to see that. I would love.
I'm not the best, man. I'm cracking up too hard here.
Bro.
Following this, Chance joined Music Biz Marty's panel, still under the impression that the two were now friends. They discussed Chance's musical endeavors, with Marty praising his recent music-based streams. Chance then divulged information regarding his relationship in 2013 with a woman named Heather, not to be confused with Heather Kraut in 2019, explaining that she had flirted with his friend Jake in front of him in the past. He then attempted to give advice about maintaining a stable long-distance relationship. He also advised listeners that he was never dishonest about who he really was.
Hey, Sarah, how's it going tonight? I enjoyed your swell, Sarah. I enjoyed your cover show earlier tonight.
Funny thing is, that wasn't even really a cover show. I just did like one cover. Like the rest were like actual songs I've been working on for like the last freaking week and a half now. But yeah, it was fun. I had fun doing it. Yeah. And I gotta admit, it feels good to kind of, jump back into things.
Yeah, there's like a slight echo, I think. But no, there it goes. All right. Seems to be.
All right, how's it sound now?
That's good. That's good. All
right. Yeah, just making sure. Because, like you said, there was an echo, and I was like, everything good?
No, you're good. Yeah, I think, I definitely think your new writing is definitely progressing because, there's new elements to it. I was surprised. I was definitely. I thought
absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it feels good to kind of, come back from, such a long break and kind of, jump back into things. And like I said, I've sent people a couple of the songs that I had recorded previously over the last couple of months. And they were like, dude, like, this is really freaking good. Like, I love this. So I'm like, all right, since y'all like this style, I'll run with this. Like, but yeah, like, I got told about what's going on. And honestly, dude, like I told you earlier, there's really not much I do other than just be myself, really. And I heard about the comment about nabbing me a Heather. And to all you guys out there that want to try to get someone like Heather, and trust me, you don't want that.
Well, yeah, you drive them crazy.
You don't want that, dude. Like, it will end badly. I can promise you that. The first Heather I got with, a lot of people don't know this, but the first Heather I got with actually sat down and hit on my best friend Jake while me and him were hanging out back in the backyard just catching up.
No.
Because before that time, yeah, like, it was about 5 years before me and him had ever, like, really hung out since high school up to that point. So he was over here hanging out and whatnot. We were catching up. She comes out there and me and him were talking and she jumped in and we started talking. And I don't know where this came from, but literally out of nowhere, right in front of my fucking face, she literally told him, she was like, like, if I wasn't dating him, I would date you in a heartbeat. And I'm just like, me and him looked at her like, and then we looked at each other. We're like, did she really just fucking say that? Like, what the fuck?
Right in front of you.
Oh yeah, like it was a fucked up situation, and like me and him look back at it now, and like we do laugh about it now because it was kind of stupid. But at the same time, we're just like, what the fuck? And I already know where this is going. Like, a lot of people want to know, how do I deal with these, these long distance relationships? And honestly, I'll admit it's never easy. Because,
it seems like you make up for it by paying a ton of attention, and making up.
Oh, absolutely. And that's just how, I can honestly say, like, it's not something that, I just like do or, had somebody teach me. That's just, who I am as a person. Like, when I'm with somebody, I don't sit there and put on this front like some guys will do and be like, oh, look at me. I got this much money. I got this. I got that. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here with that overrated garbage. Like, I flat out tell people right from the jump, like, hey, this is who I am. I'm not perfect. This is, the living situation that I'm in. I do help out my family. I do, help take care of, my parents and whatnot, and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, and I think that, like, women with kids, they see you taking care of your family, and I think that they really admire it.
As the stream continued, Marty asked Chance who he thought were his foremost psychotic ex-girlfriends. Chance first named a woman called Bridget, who had apparently been committed prior to being involved with him. He then named Candle Smith, the woman he had stalked and harassed to such a degree that she faked her own death to get away from him. He then name-dropped a woman named Rebecca, who he claimed had abused him. For his fourth pick, he chose Heather Kraut, claiming that she treated him badly, and neglecting to mention the multiple streams during which he could be observed being both physically and verbally abusive with her. Curiously, he did not name Tangerine Cat, Lava Girl, or Kate, all three of whom he had once considered to be girlfriends, and all three of whom had consistently trolled him since the breakup.
Who would you say your most four psychotic exes are?
Oh, that's a tough one, dude, because I've had a few psychotic ones. There was one that actually did live here in Ohio. She was out of, I want to say, trying to think what city she was from. I know she's here in Ohio. I just can't remember what.
Yeah, you don't need to like.
It was like literally. It was right before the first Heather too, which was funny. It was right before her. I do know that the girl's name was Bridget, but she was actually legally psychotic. Like she actually had the fucking papers to prove that she was a legit mental case. And like, as soon as she went back home, I was like, nope, I'm not dealing with that. I don't want to wind up going to sleep at night and wake up with a fucking knife to my goddamn throat. No, thank you. I will pass.
All right, so we got Bridget. Who else?
Let's see. Well, let's see. Bridget.
Candle.
Definitely Candle. Definitely Candle. Obviously, for obvious reasons.
Mhm.
Like, we've all seen what Candle's done. Like, there's no contest in that. Third psychotic would be the one that did the abuse to me, which was Rebecca. She
Yeah.
was definitely crazy as fuck. Well, not really crazy, but she was more or less, on the darker side of, treating someone like shit. But, like, she was definitely the third one. Fourth one's kind of a tough one. Number 3, even though like she didn't like physically show any signs of being psychotic, I can honestly say that the Heather that I was with, just recently, because yes, there were times where things were good. But there were also times where, and a lot of people don't realize this, there were times off camera where she would just treat me like complete fucking shit. Just complete shit. So, like, and that's one thing I try to tell people and get people to understand is that, a lot of these bad relationships, is what led me up to be the way that I am. Like, why I'm always so scared to get with someone right out of the gate. Because, like, obviously, they do want to treat me right. But at the same time, and this actually does lead into, the whole long distance relationship thing. Because there's always that voice in the back of my head of, what if they're doing this? What if they're doing that? How do you know that they're not doing this and saying one thing and doing another?
Later in the stream, Chance said that someone had attempted to set him up on the homosexual dating app Grindr. Chance and Marty then shared a laugh regarding Marty's past trolling of Chance. Marty then asked Chance a question submitted by a member of the chat, asking him where the clitoris was located. Chance, who clearly did not know the answer, laughed before exiting the panel abruptly without answering. This led to Marty laughing uncontrollably.
Dude, there was somebody that fucking tried to, I guess some random dude tried to set, or somebody, like one of the trolls or whatever, tried to set me up on Grindr, and I'm like, yeah, no. I literally texted that thing back. I'm like, stop. Because, like, you know how, like, it sends you a text message and it says, like, if you no longer want to be part of this, hit stop. I was like, stop. Right the fuck now. Just stop.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty wild.
I've had crazier shit happen, and no, I'm not trying to bring up any bad blood here, but Marty, you
I know.
You're doing some crazy shit too, man. You're not entirely innocent either, man. You've done some crazy shit too.
Sneaky.
Yeah, that ain't even, dude. That wasn't it, dude. That wasn't even sneaky. That was just you being a straight up asshole. Let's be honest.
Yeah. All right. So here's another one. Where is the clitoris? And I know Sarx knows where the clitoris is.
Oh my god, dude. Are you guys bro, what the wow. Y'all
Come on, guys.
Oh my dude, anybody with half a fucking brain can tell you that shit, you fucking moron. What, dude? Oh my god, hold up, bro. Yo, I gotta bounce, man. I'm cracking up here.
All right, Sarx. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait. Wow. Probably should have saved that one for last.
While Marty recovered from his laughing fit, Chance returned to the panel to give a piece of relationship advice to all the viewers of the stream. He then abruptly exited the panel yet again.
Oh, there you go. People, sorry, I
Yeah,
forgot.
Hey, but yeah, like I was saying though, man, like at the end of the day, my advice for you guys, just be yourself, be open, be fucking honest, and just don't pretend to be somebody that you're not. And I know for a lot of you guys, you kind of, feel like you have to put on that front. But let me tell you right now, if you get with a girl, they will respect you way more if you're open and honest and you be yourself. They will respect you more for that than they would if, say, like you're over here, wilding out saying, "Oh, I do this for a living, I do that for a living, blah blah," and then you guys get together, and then 6 months later, she finds out you work at a fucking gas station down the road from where she fucking lives. Like, they will respect you way more if you're open and honest with them right from the fucking jump, and you don't fucking hide shit. And that's how I am. That's how I'm always going to be. So, yeah, like, there you go. That's my advice for you. Peace.
All right.
I'm not exactly sure when during the day this happened, but the date attached to the video was the 22nd, so I'll insert it here. At some point during the day, Marty, beginning with a Linkin Park quote, went live to inform his viewers that he was leaving YouTube to focus on other endeavors. He made a joke regarding the suicide of Chester Bennington, whom Chance had paid tribute to multiple times on stream. This was obviously all done just to poke fun at Chance's constant retirement streams, as well as his fandom of Linkin Park.
In the end, it doesn't really matter. Ultimately, I would like to thank all of you for the time that we've got to spend together, having our laughs and joking around with Cyrax. It's been a really enjoyable time. I know we've all spent a lot of time watching and following Cyrax's antics, and they are memories that I will cherish forever. It's definitely been a joyous ride, but ultimately, I think it's best that I decided to spend my time focused on other ventures and doing what I really want to do. Making content, it might seem easy. It might seem like I'm just looking at Cyrax videos, but there's a lot more to it than that. And I feel like I have lost myself along the way. And, well, Hannah, it's definitely twofold. And I'm sure somebody will fill the role. Somebody will fill the void. If you quit, I'm going to end it all. Well, that's just a chance I'm going to have to take. Chester rocks. Chester does rock. But like Chester, I think it's time that I hang it up. And, well, I'm not really sure that I can make another hanging analogy. That was probably ill-conceived. Well, thank you, Andrew. Noel, God bless you. You're a great guy. But I've done a lot of thinking, and I just think it's for my best interest just to walk away and do things that I really love to do. I know that you people enjoy this immensely, and that's okay. I mean, you'll be able to follow me in my other pursuits if you'd like. But I will say this. Everyone who is in the main Discord, you should probably add anybody that you want to remain in contact with. so you don't lose contact, because I'm going to be deleting that Discord in roughly an hour's time, thereabouts. So I just wanted to get that out there, so there aren't any missing connections of any kind. And well, it will be. It will be. I've got some ideas. Oh, good. Haha, nuke it. I smell legal troubles. No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. But I'd look at it like this. When one door, well, that wouldn't even make sense. Why am I doing this to you? It's just something that I have to do. Something that I have to do. You know what, guys? This is so bittersweet. This is really kind of too painful to do, but it's got to be done. So on that note, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
On the 23rd, Chance released a very odd new track entitled I Am Evil. Later in the day, Chance went live to try a supposed new recording style, but not before playing a very silly sounding dubstep instrumental.
What's up, you guys? It's your boy. So tonight I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit different. I actually discovered a new vocal style that I want to test out and see what you guys think. I've got a beat already prepared. Well, an instrumental prepared, I should say. Here I am, coming for your heart. You wanna break me? You cannot love me, none of get me. Come on, baby, I am the reason that you can sleep at night.
Chance then went live to address hateful voicemails that he had supposedly received. He called the trolls weak and acknowledged a comment on one of his videos that had claimed that he didn't know anything about music. He claimed that his song Please Notice Me had become a huge hit despite there being no evidence of the claim. He also stated that he went to war with demons every time he went to sleep. He also fired back at those who claimed that he wasn't a man, claiming that his honesty had made him a man. This stream was plagued by audio and video glitches due to Chance's faulty internet connection.
How's everybody doing this evening? I checked my messages. I checked my voicemail. And I heard what a lot of y'all had to say. I heard what every one of you had to say in my voice messages. And let me tell you, man, the stuff y'all tell me is weak. You're weak as fuck. And you want to know how you're weak as fuck? Because you continue to leave dumb messages and troll me. Now, I did see a comment earlier on my last live that kind of didn't sit right with me, that I am going to bring up. That said, I don't know anything about music. Really. I don't know anything about music. Really. Have you heard my 2 albums from 2018? Have you heard my albums Blackout and Shadowblade? Have you heard my song Please Notice Me, which became a huge hit among people? So, I mean, obviously I know something about music. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to release my music the way that I did. Kind of funny is that y'all sit there and you troll. And you act like you know my life, but really, you really don't. Nobody really knows my life the way that my friends, my close friends, and me do. See, a lot of you, when y'all go to sleep, y'all go to sleep. You go to dreamland. Y'all go to sleep and you have a nice dream, whatever. But me, when I go to sleep, I ain't just going to sleep. No. I'm going to war with my demons that I've dealt with over the years. And see, a lot of people sit there and say that I can't do anything. A lot of people sit there and say, oh, you're nothing. You're worthless. You're garbage. You'll never amount to anything. Really. See, that's funny. Because what separates me from everyone else isn't just my looks. It's my grit, my determination, and my blunt honesty. Because, see, people sit there and tell me I'm not a man. Really. How am I not a man? I'm man enough to admit my wrongs. I'm man enough to admit when I'm wrong, and I right those wrongs. I did wrong. I came clean about it. Most people wouldn't even do that. Most people would sit there and try to hide it. But instead of hiding it, what did I do? I manned up and I faced it. I manned up, I faced my wrongdoings, and I paid the price. I paid the price, and my family's lives getting threatened, and the police threatening to arrest me if I ever did it again. So I paid my price. I owned up to my mistakes, and most of y'all trolls won't even do that and push it off on somebody else. And you guys think you know me? You don't. If you knew me, you would know my life story.
In the early hours of the 24th, Chance went live to make an announcement regarding his recent artwork. He said that his artwork was, quote, really taking off. This was due to the fact that an art piece he had posted on Facebook had acquired a few likes and comments. He let his viewers know that he was going to be shifting his focus from music to artwork due to his newfound success.
No, man, just so these idiots don't try and shit, I'm going to be turning my phone off. But I do have a bit of an announcement to make. And no, I didn't get, I didn't get, sponsored by a major brand or anything. But, a lot of people might not know this, but over the last 2 to 3 months, I've actually been working on a lot of, creepy artwork, called the Nightmare series through my company Oddworld Art, which is a brand that I built for my artwork. And over the last few days, it's actually been doing very, very well. And I know what some of you guys are thinking, is this a retirement speech? By no means is this a retirement speech at all. I'm not retiring from YouTube, but seeing as my artwork's really taking off throughout some of the groups through Facebook and doing very well, I actually will be focusing more on my artwork now, helping out my brother Sean, because my brother Sean is actually working on his very first album, which is super cool. I'm super excited to be helping out my brother with his very first music album. It's going to be super fire. But seeing as my artwork is actually starting to take off a little bit, I actually am going to be paying more attention to my artwork. I won't be doing as many streams. I'll be more focused on, my creepy artwork, the artwork that people tend to like. But like I said, seeing as my artwork is starting to take off very well, actually. Matter of fact, let me read off to you guys. The post here. Now, keep in mind, I made this post in the group about, I'd say, anywhere between 2 to 3 days ago. And keep in mind, this group has 70,000 plus people. Today is the 24th. So this is posted on the 19th at 5:48 a.m. in the morning. This is one of my latest posts. Heron Bundy, Carlos Valencia, and 191 others not only hearted the post, but liked it, with 11 comments from various people who actually enjoy it. As well as, I think it said, it's got 13 plus shares. So my artwork is going very, very well right now. So I actually will be focusing on it. I will be actually setting up an Instagram. I do actually have a shop if you guys would like to check out the shop.